check one last time, and we'll get going. Okay, this is the 520, 137 Management, Jeff Myers, everybody in the right class? Very cool. I'm going to call out names. Want you to introduce yourself. You don't have to stand up. Want to hear maybe why you're taking this class, maybe what you do on the outside, maybe what you want to do, maybe what you want to get out of the class. And then I'll introduce myself. So I butcher names a lot of the time, so have some patience. And I have a hard time remembering names. By the way, it's Jeff, it's not Mr. Myers, it's not Associate Professor, it's just Jeff when you call me or talk to me. Cool? Jeff makes me feel younger. All right, do what?
I'm sure.
Really does. Okay, we have, is it Dwayne? Ashman?
Martinez, Valerie?
No, I'm just starting from the top here.
My God.
That's all right. That was perfect timing. You walked in for, that was good. Jose Bennett? We have a Bennett in here? How about a Sandra? Christian?
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself.
Currently, I've been in North Carolina for 3 years.
Okay.
I currently work for ADT for 3 years.
ADT?
Yeah. Install coordinator.
Okay.
I started back in school because I stopped in 2019 in Virginia at college, Avery University, and I wanted to continue my education.
Okay,
So I said this is the best time, and why not start now?
right. So you've been in Raleigh for 3 years.
Yeah. I want to finish my degree. I've had some-
ADT's tough business.
Yeah, it is.
Hostile customers.
Yes, very much so. Very much so.
Very hostile.
Very, yeah.
I might have been one of them.
Oh, I can just imagine.
Okay, welcome Sandra. Moses Clary? No Moses? Clemens. Last name Clemens. Ashley,
That's me.
how you doing?
I'm doing how are you?
Good.
So I'm taking this class to get my associates in business administration and project management. I was a jet engine mechanic in the Navy for 10 years. Now I work with heavy machinery over in Raleigh. That's it.
Yeah, jet engine machinery? Sounds complicated.
It's not. They give us pictures to fix them.
It's not
No.
difficult stuff?
No, I mean, we have 18-year-old kids who know nothing about airplanes come out and fix.
I fly a lot, that's not good to hear.
No, I mean, we're qualified, but
Okay.
it's not that hard.
All right, I picture these really dedicated, smart, and really long tenured people working on planes that I fly on.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Okay. Okay, I might be calling Greyhound or Amtrak. Daniel,
Right here,
how you doing?
doing very well. I have been in North Carolina since 2008, so been here a while.
Okay.
And I
Tell us about yourself,
Well, let's see, I'm retired,
okay?
sitting around the house doing nothing but watching TV and listening to COVID
Yeah.
activity. So I decided, I'll go and take a class.
Good for you.
Graduated many years ago in business management, but reading the text here, I'm learning some new terms.
Okay,
But,
so you're gonna help me with the class?
No.
Why not?
No, I'll do as much as I can.
Okay, I'm gonna rely on you a little bit, maybe.
The reason I'm taking this class, I signed up to take cybersecurity. I'm more of a tech guy. And all of the seats were taken, so I said, well, let me take this one just to get my
Yeah.
brain back in.
Well, they work together.
So, I'm here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Matt Hughes,
I'm originally from Boston. I moved here in also 2008. Play baseball for Wake Tech currently.
I had two guys this morning. Eagles, right?
Yes.
You guys good this year?
Should
They
be.
said you suck.
This is my first year.
No, I'm
here,
just
so
kidding.
I wouldn't know. Taking this class to pursue a degree in business management.
Okay. Kent, Caleb Kent. Brian Knowles.
I'm Brian. I'm taking this class to get a degree in business admin.
You work?
No, I just turned 18. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Trying to transfer out of tech, probably go to like UT.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Matt is a Koonts, Koons, okay? Is that German?
Yeah,
So, können Sie Deutsch sprechen? You speak German? Oh, okay. You could say nein, ich kann nur English sprechen, yeah? I only speak English.
I'll take a look at it. I'm here because I just finished high school, so I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do.
Okay,
I start here.
okay. It's a good place to start.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping to transfer preferably to NC State, but I'm still keeping options open.
Good. Well, maybe this class will help you decide. I mean, it does for a lot of people, but we'll see. Vito.
Right here.
Hey, Vito.
Yeah, well, I've been in North Carolina since 2005.
Since when?
2005, so I
Oh.
was 4 years old when I first moved here.
Yeah, from where?
Orlando, Florida.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like, I think most people here, I'm trying to get my associates in, business administration, general business administration.
Okay,
For my personal life, what I do for a living is, I work at a place that installs, something called paint protection film on automobiles and boats.
okay.
It's basically what it is, it's a clear film that goes over the paint of the car's body.
Keeps it
so
shiny.
Keeps it shiny and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What I am is a film prep specialist,
Okay,
so, I wash cars, I cut the film, and, do all the base preparation so that my installers can do their job.
got it. Very cool. Martinez last name.
Me.
How you doing?
Hello, I'm good.
Is it Valine?
Valerie.
Valerie?
Yes. Let's see. Well, I was going the medical route,
Yeah.
and that's not for me, so I'm just like deciding, seeing if business would be a good fit for me.
Yeah.
Because, I gotta decide, like, in the next couple of weeks.
What?
Because I have to decide.
Next couple weeks?
Yeah, because, I'm about to get my associates
Oh,
in arts, and I
got it.
have to, like, figure out.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, but,
You can do it.
hopefully it'll, thank you.
You'll do it.
Okay.
Peter. Jordan. Miles.
Yeah, Miles.
is somebody. I mean, there's not few, I don't know anybody from that was born here.
So I'm in this class, obviously a class to try to help you transfer out.
Okay, transfer out of what?
Oh, transfer out with that,
Oh, to where?
all at once.
Okay. You work?
No story.
Anthony. Munns, Anthony Munns. Brandon. How you doing?
My name's Brandon. I just moved here from Richmond, Virginia,
Okay,
and the reason why I decided to go here is because I didn't do too well at Bradford.
Okay.
And I just need to figure everything out and then transfer to Janesville.
yeah, okay. Brittany?
I'm Brittany. I am taking this class because I'm looking for a project management degree.
So hot area.
Yeah, I hire a lot of project managers who make a lot more money than I do.
Yeah.
Right now I'm a headquarters office manager and executive assistant for an aviation services contractor, which is pretty cool.
Cool.
So yeah, I'm excited.
That's full-time? You do
Yep.
that? Cool.
I'm looking for an assistant.
All right.
Just saying.
Already networking, knows how to recruit, hire, all that fun stuff. Ariel?
Smart.
Hi, so I'm Ariel. I've lived in North Carolina my whole life. I moved from my town to Gary when I was 2.
Okay.
So I'm kind of in the area. I'm at Wade Tech because I didn't really do well in high school, and I didn't want to just push myself straight into a huge college and not know what I wanted to do. So I have my associates in arts, and I'm currently trying to transfer into either NC State or U1.
Okay. Nikita?
I'm Nikita. I've lived in this area my whole life. I work right down the street at RTP, doing research. I have a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old, so I decided I want more freedom, so I opened a business doing loan signings and working in real estate.
Oh, really?
Because I plan on traveling a lot, just got my passport, so I'm ready to get some stamps.
Well, we certainly can talk about that. Lexia?
Hi, I'm Lexia. I'm from Wake Forest. I usually go to the northern campus, so I don't really know this area like at all. I'm 18, so I'm like fresh out of high school, and I didn't do that good in high school either. So I came to Wake Tech, and I'm trying to do the 2-year transfer to university.
Okay. Jonathan?
Here. Hi, I'm Jonathan. I transferred, or I'm just kind of taking a break from UNC, and I felt like I was doing absolutely nothing, so I decided to take a class.
Good. So you're still there, or you're taking a break from that?
I'm taking a break.
Okay. How many classes here?
2.
2. You work?
Kind of. I do
Kind of.
stocks daily.
You what?
Stocks trading.
Oh, you're a day trader. You're making my investments go like this. Because, you know, investing is for the long term, not buy at 9 and sell at 4. Thanks. So we have a returning student recently, Pooh. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Pooh. I've taken that class. I'm taking this class because I want to learn more about management. I'm currently doing, I'm a franchisee of a sushi company, so I need to learn a lot about management. And I
Doing
think-
real well, by the way. Running 2 locations.
Yeah, two.
I've seen the operation. She's gonna be rich.
Small.
Gonna be rich. Go to Sam's in the back, look at the display. I've tasted it, really good food. And she makes it. And your mom and your, right?
Yeah,
So, welcome back to the class.
thank you.
Who did I miss?
Hi, my name's Brian. I'm a full-time dog groomer.
and I'd like to get my associates in business admin or transfer out to a college. I'm not quite sure
Okay.
what I'm doing yet.
Brian Knowles?
No, Brianna is.
Are you a late register?
Possibly.
Okay, you'll see me after class,
Okay.
just so I can get you updated.
Yeah.
Okay, who else did we miss?
Oh, Julio Garcia.
Garcia?
Yeah. I registered last night. So.
Oh, yeah, okay. So see me after, so we have your name straight, please, make sure. Last, anybody else? Okay, while I remember, did everybody in here take the CEQ quiz? If you didn't, you have till tomorrow at noon. What happens if you forget?
Get drawn.
Not by me, by who? School. And the crying and the screaming, to me, does absolutely no good, happens every semester. I can't do anything. The dean laughs at this point. So, you can't be put back in. It's their rule. It's an attendance measure, it's their rule. I can't do anything. So if I think we had 4 people, when I checked before we started this class, that did not take it. I don't know if you're in here, or if you're not here, but you'll be dropped. So make sure you take it. Takes what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? I don't know. It's, I think it's kind of dumb, but there's nothing I can do. I'm just me, right? All right. So welcome to the business management class, short 8-week mini semester. Again, my name is Jeff Myers. I teach at the North Campus full-time. I also teach for William Peace part-time. I teach for Meredith College part-time. And I teach for NC Wesleyan over Miami Boulevard part-time. So I'm at 4 schools. In the summer, I get to teach, well, this is in Austria, but Switzerland. I mean, this is in Austria, this is Switzerland. I get to teach for Wake Tech in Austria. So I have at Salzburg College, where I got to go to school for a year back when I was at Illinois State. So I teach a lot. I'm not from Raleigh either. I've been here 20 years from Chicago. My passion is travel the world, 54 countries and counting. I want to hit 100 by the time I'm, I don't know, 30. I heard that laugh. So it's travel, travel, travel. I handle Wake Tech study abroad. So I take students 4 times a year around the world to different destinations. In 2022, we're going to Australia, New Zealand. We're going to Egypt. We're going to Peru. And we're going to Salzburg, Austria. We do the Salzburg, Austria every year. Been on 24 trips with Wake Tech since I started this in 2012. So if you're a traveler or you want to get abroad, you want it on your resume, talk to me. Call me, see me after class sometime, whatever. I can send you the information. My background, other than teaching, is in this topic. 14 years as a sales director, manager in the telecom industry. 3 different companies in Chicago, was brought down to Raleigh in 2000 and managed pesky salespeople, 30 of them, who went in and knocked on doors and tried to get owners to switch and buy our products. So my background is in management, direct sales, marketing. I did a lot of HR, because I had to, hiring, firing, counseling, all the stuff that HR does, recruiting. So before that, for 5 years, I did advertising for the 2nd largest ad agency in the world out of Chicago called Leo Burnett. We worked on McDonald's, the Marlboro Man, Buick, 7-Up, Pepsi, all the big companies. Graduated a long time ago with my MBA from Lewis University. No one's ever heard of it, that's fine. And my bachelor's in marketing and a minor in German. Actually learned German not from Illinois State, but living abroad for a year. What else? I like biking, I like golf, but travel is my passion. And it fits in this course because we are a diversified world. And you better know other cultures, because I guarantee you, you will be working for somebody that's not from here. And I guarantee you, those owners and those managers will have to interact with people who work from you, from India, from China, from Russia, from Germany, from Thailand, and you better know a little bit about them, or they're not gonna have the same respect that you'll want them to have. So we'll talk about culture and diversity in one of the sessions. It's very important. I'm telling you, I go to networking events here in RTP, and top managers who are interviewing are asking me why students are not prepared. And if you're not prepared, well, the people from China aren't, they're coming over. They're taking your positions because they can speak English, Chinese, Japanese. They understand culture, and we don't. So if you ever have a chance to take an international business course, it opens up the world from one country to another 194 countries. Okay? I have any questions? You can stop me at any time, right? I have a few expectations. I'm going to take 5 minutes, and then I'm going to give you time to tell me what you expect. Expectation number 1, come to class. I don't need you to come to class. No one asked me who came to class, by the way. I want you to come to class. Any idea why, other than I want you to learn something? Why would I want you to come? Huh? Well, yeah, other than learning. What? Be driven? I think you'll be more motivated than sitting at home reading, you know, online or even watching me online. I want you to come to class. Yes?
I'd say like especially in this setting, like active like engagement.
It makes it more fun for me.
Yeah. Okay, plus you're kind of missing kind of an aspect if you're doing like a virtual setting.
Yeah, right. And if you're not here, you can't participate. And if you're not participating, I gotta hear me more. I get tired of hearing me. I teach a lot of classes. So I want you here because it's easier on me, actually. It's all about it. Okay? So I really do want you here. Plus, you can't, I don't know. Are you learning anything behind a computer? Be honest.
No.
You can, but I wasn't that type of person. I wasn't that disciplined. So I want you to learn. Expectation number 2, I want you to come on time. Now that we know where the building is, not harping on anyone that walked in late. This is a new place. But I want you on time because in the real world, I'll fire you. And I have. There's no patience out there. People that have graduated from Wake Tech that I know that have left their jobs, the number 1 reason is I was late. I'll fire you. It shows something to your boss and to the company that you really don't care. So we'll start with, I'm not going to fire anybody that's late. But if you're late all the time, I'm going to have a little discussion. I'm going to call you. We're going to talk. That's the second expectation. Third, we're respectful. I want us to have conversations. We stay respectful. Another expectation. Homework. Let's all say that word loud on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Homework.
Yeah, try it. 1, 2, 3.
Homework.
What does that mean?
Work outside of the classroom.
Homework? I give it. Pooh, do I give a lot of homework?
Yeah.
I do? I really do?
What's the answer?
I don't know what other classes you're taking.
What's the answer?
Okay, well, Pooh thinks I do. I think I don't. I really don't. I've talked to other teachers. I'm not a homework guy because I think it's busy work. But I have to give it. And I had to do it, so you'll have to do it. I really don't think it's a lot, but it's every week. And it's due when? Sunday, end of day. What happens if it's Sunday at 12:05 you submit it? It's 0. It's late. So we'll talk about that at the end of class, of where you go, what 2 tabs are important, what I'm looking for. I don't want you to spend a lot of time on homework, but but I want you to listen in class and learn, and you will. You'll walk out of here tonight saying, I think I learned a bunch of stuff, even tonight. I want you to learn. That's why I do it, and you'll learn. That's an expectation. It's all about one word today, everybody. It's about skills. Do the businesses out there care that you got an A here at Wake Tech?
No.
They don't. Does Clemson care? They don't. Do they care out in the real world that you got an A at Clemson? They don't. Or a B or a C. They care about one thing: how you interviewed. What you're going to do day one to help them. Skills. What's a skill? Maybe being an accountant, fixing airplane engines, sales, finance, a plumber, a foreign language translator, a manager / leader, someone who knows how to do what we're going to talk about how to do. Those are skills. Business administration, is that a skill? No. What is it? You're nodding.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you did.
No, I didn't. I flipped my hair.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Is marketing by itself a skill?
No.
That was my degree. I got to Illinois State. People said, what can you do? Market. Well, what does that mean?
It's more of a study.
That's right. It's more of a study. We need skills. You need skills to compete with the people out there. So just getting through a class with an A, those times are over. People tell me this all the time that are running businesses in the park and around the country. We're looking for students that can walk in and communicate, that can shake our hand confidently, that can look us in the eye, that can tell us what they can do, that can sell themselves. That's what you have to worry about. Not your grade from Wake Tech. There's a lot of NC State people unemployed that I know. And there are people I know at Wake Tech that have gotten their butt in gear, focused, motivated, determined, like Pooh, and have started a business or worked for somebody and are making bank. Money ain't everything, though. That's being happy at your job. So skills are critical. And I want you to have fun. We don't learn unless we're having fun. And by the way, has any boss of yours recently asked you, are you having fun? Yes?
Yes.
Good. Good for you. Should thank your boss. Because that doesn't happen a lot. That's what you, the manager, needs to do to your employees every day. Motivate them every day somehow. That's critical. And bosses don't do that. Most don't. So those are my expectations. They're on Blackboard. If you have any problem with them, call me. Let's talk about it. Teams me. Don't text me. Teams me. Call me or email. I like talking more than email, but whatever. Okay? What are the expectations from you to me? None?
Answer my emails,
I do.
answer my calls.
I'm afraid to ask Pooh if I do or not. Do I answer emails, Pooh? Okay. I do.
Oh, yeah, I've emailed you.
I mean, I think 98, 99%, sometimes I don't know what happens to them. Or I think I did and I don't know what happens. Not immediately, but I will within 24 hours, usually a lot. I check it all the time. What did you email me about?
Do I have to get, like, the book stuff
Oh,
already?
yeah.
Yeah,
That was pretty quick. I actually saw yours pop up.
you did. That was
I
like
don't-
the fastest I've ever
Please
gotten an
don't,
email back.
you can't set the bar there, that I answer within 2 minutes. I just saw it. What else? Yes,
I'll let you help us out with any of the topics.
of course. Now, what do you mean, like go to your work with you?
No.
Okay.
No, but like if you, any questions related to the subject matter.
Yeah, right.
in class.
Call me, teams me. I have office hours, we can talk, whatever.
What are your office hours?
I thought I put them on. If I didn't, I'll put them on. I don't even know them offhand anymore. I'm at so many different places.
Okay.
So I really have been talking to students whenever I'm free. We set up a time, so kind of forget the office hours. It's kind of when I'm free. So I'll set a time with you if you want to set a meeting, or we can just talk, or I'll call you back. My office is at North Campus, by the way. So if those pass by, you want to come to Building K and sit down, we'll go into a classroom where it's more room, that's fine too. What other expectations? 2 more minutes on that. Yes,
To learn some valuable skills,
like what?
like, selling ourselves.
Yep.
And, learning how to get that confidence to like, present ourselves and
Okay,
look people in the eye and like be confident.
sure. Well, selling yourself involves having an elevator speech, a 30-second commercial about you. Does anybody have one? You walk into a room and the vice president of Cisco or SAS, the #1 company in the world to work for, comes up and says, hey, what's going on? Why are you here? Colleges should teach that. It should be mandatory that you have a 30-second commercial about why I would want to talk to you. All of you have something interesting that you can put together and rehearse it and practice it so that if somebody woke you up at 3 in the morning, you could whip it off. What's interesting about you? You need to think about that. 30-second commercial. We call it elevator speech. 30 seconds or less. I like 30 seconds. Yes?
I felt like, so I took this class in high school called Virtual Enterprises.
Yeah.
So I thought it was called an elevator pitch. Is that-
Elevator speech, elevator pitch,
Oh,
whatever.
okay, yeah,
30-second spot, there's lots of, but you know.
yeah.
What else? What did you say? You said sales and what, something else?
Selling yourself and like how to build our confidence. to,
Yeah,
like,
confidence
do
is
that.
built by practice, 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 and getting rejected. And practice and practice and practice. When I was your age, I couldn't do any of this. I couldn't stand up in front of anybody and give a speech. I had no confidence, none. Now, it took a little while after college to where I got to where I am, but because the generation of Gen Y and Z and millennials are, everything's instant, we don't have patience. Confidence takes a long time. Careers take a while. They don't happen overnight. What else? 1 or 2, yes?
I guess that's something I would say is like maybe examples to like, as in, I guess, like to like, I guess businesses like, that are like more like, I guess something that like we would like realistically be like more passionate about, I guess, to some extent.
No, it doesn't make sense.
I didn't think of it.
Okay, that's all right. It's okay, think about it. 1 or 2 more. What?
I guess in other words, realistic examples.
Yeah, on real world.
Yeah.
I give you the good and bad and how to do it, real world. I cut out all this fluff that's in the book, that other people talk about, all this high level. We need to just do it, and I'm gonna show you how we just do it. We're gonna role play. Mock trial, mock demonstration. You're gonna fire me, I'm gonna fire you. You're gonna hire me, I'm gonna hire you. You're gonna counsel and motivate me because I got a really bad attitude, and you're going to fix me. One more.
I mean, it's not something I expect, but whenever a teacher isn't like, if you're bored in your own lecture, your students are gonna be bored, and I can obviously tell that you're not that way, but I've had professors like
Yeah, right, I don't read from PowerPoints.
Yeah.
Because if I fall asleep, it's embarrassing. I don't read from PowerPoints, I don't read from the book unless we have no participation. Then we do what's called group read. Brutal. Brutal. Do we do any of that? Okay. Group read? We all open up our laptops or whatever, I'll have something for you to read, and you take the first page, you take the second page, you take the third page, you take the fourth page. We do that for about a half hour. Then we always have participation. It's called group read. I've done it a few times. It's interesting. It's as bad for me as it is for you. But we get through the material. Okay? Any questions, comments on my expectations or any additional for you to me? Yes?
I remember you mentioning like something about like color something, is that like an actual like, is that like something like that, like, so like, is like contact neighbors, like, if you're just like calling your team, like, is that separate from teams or is that like the same thing?
Call my phone.
Okay.
That's it. Students don't like to call, me or other teachers. You just don't do it. And I remember, I'm telling you real world stuff, my observations, I think you're afraid. I don't understand it other than maybe you don't feel confident enough, not talking about you, but your generation, not talking about you guys, I don't know any of you except Pooh. I'm talking your generation. I don't get, people don't call. And that's a problem, not here, but it's a problem in the real world. Because if you can't call someone you just left an interview with the next day to find out how you did, you ain't getting the job. We have to pick up the phone and say, how come you didn't call me back, Mr. Myers or Jeff? I don't understand what you were talking about in yesterday's class. It's a little confusing to me. You said two different things. You have to be able to do this. Not so much here, but out there, because this is about verbal communication, not texting back and forth. We don't text the person across the table interviewing us. That device, this device, has made a bit, well, I put a video on discussion board by Simon Sinek on what this has done to us. It's coming out in Congress now with Facebook. The manipulations and the addiction, it has ruined our confidence, and we don't know how to communicate. If I had this at ISU, I wouldn't be here now. I'm addicted to this. But I know how to put this away. Most of you don't. And it shows in your interview skills, and it shows at work. And we wonder why we're going through a crisis right now of mental health and depression. That's it. That's 95% it. So what is this class about? Management is a bad word. The opposite of management is the L word. Leader. Leadership. We don't want managers. You don't want to be a manager. You want to be a leader. A manager is somebody that assumes people don't want to come to work under them. They're just there for the paycheck. A manager sits in his or her office all day, the door shut, doing whatever. I don't know. A manager doesn't train his or her people. They let HR do it. A manager doesn't help his or her employees. They're in the office. They're not helping customers. They're just sitting in the office. And they say this, you better do it for me. You better increase sales. I need it. That's right, they bark the orders. They're the boss. They're what's called Theory X. There's Theory X, Theory Y. Managers are people who feel they deserve it. The big office, the position. They're the big boss. When I got my MBA back in the nineties, late nineties, they said this, all right, you guys got your MBA, now go out there and hire those slugs. If they don't listen to you, fire them. Just get rid of them, get people that work for you. Get in your nice office, you deserve it. There wasn't the theory why that's out today. Leadership, it was all about being the boss. Managers motivate maybe once or twice a year positively at the Christmas party or at the annual anniversary of the company. They give someone a bonus check. They might say, hey, great job, everybody, once or twice a year. Leaders motivate every day. Leaders say we can do it. Leaders spend most of their time out in the field or with their employees. Leaders assume you want to come to work for responsibility and you like the people, camaraderie, and you actually would like more work if you're motivated. People follow leaders. They don't follow managers. Theory X, theory Y. We'll talk more about it next week. I'm just setting the tone. If you're a manager today, theory X, that doesn't understand the skills of leadership, you ain't gonna last long. You're gonna be fired. Let go, laid off. Middle management, first to go. By the way, I don't want anybody in this class going back to their current boss if they're a manager and saying, ooh, you should learn you should do it this way. I heard it's better to do it this way. You're not motivating enough. Don't do that. This class is for you when you become the boss, the entrepreneur, or the leader on how to handle your employees. This is not a class to fix whoever you're working for. We've had that problem before. People have gotten in trouble for telling their boss how to manage. Don't do it. Does anybody in here have a manager currently? Why?
To tell me
Example.
where to go.
Huh?
To tell me where to go.
No, a manager that's a manager versus a leader. Does anybody have someone who is the typical manager? You raised your hand.
Delegate jobs, they delegate other jobs,
Okay.
train new employees
Okay.
instead of train.
Do they help? No. And how does that make you feel?
Overwhelmed.
Yep.
More work.
And an overwhelmed employee, are you looking forward to maybe helping them out anymore by like working on the weekends or coming in late?
I try, but it's burning me out.
Yeah, right. So you don't want to.
Right.
Right. And therefore you might not sometimes be as productive. You might be looking for a new job. Anybody else? Have a boss that's kind of a hard ass?
I have both, actually. So my store manager is a manager. He just sits in his office all day. He's not really an assertive or aggressive type of person, so he doesn't delegate anything down. He just kind of suggests what you're doing wrong.
Right.
But there's never any motivation from him. There's never any good job. Just simple things like that from him. And then directly over me is my service manager. He's a leader. He's in charge of all our field technicians, and he's motivating to all of them. He thanks them daily for their work. So I have both.
Okay. Anybody else? Yes?
Yeah, so I work at Lowe's Foods right now. I got a manager there. They don't really give much feedback or input on anything we're doing, positive or negative. They shut themselves in the office and expect things to get done.
What are they doing in the office? Do they ever help with bagging groceries when the line is down the hall?
No,
No,
they
of
don't.
course
They
not.
talk about how we're understaffed. but
Yeah, right.
they Don't do it.
Uh-huh.
So I went today and did a different job interview.
Oh, really? So you're leaving?
Do what?
You're leaving?
I am, yeah. And that guy, you can tell is like more of a leader.
good luck. People leave, I would. Grocery stores, I did 5 years in high school and first year of college, Highlander Foods in Rockford. I know how tough that can be, especially when you're not being motivated. It's hard work. Leaders are Chick-fil-A, by the way. Managers are at Hardee's. Raise your hand if you've been to Chick-fil-A in the last 30 days. Look at that. Almost 100%. Raise your hand if you've been to Hardee's in the last 30 days. 1. When you drive through Chick-fil-A, the window, and you look in the window, what's happening? Huh?
People, customers.
Okay. Yeah, but what's looking at the drive-through window? What do you notice about the people working the window?
Teamwork on the back.
They're happy.
Yeah, they're happy.
And they're working hard. They got them even out in the sun with iPads taking orders, moving those lines through with a smile. They don't even sweat. They're so happy. They're high-fiving each other. They're talking. They're laughing. It's my pleasure is real because the leadership motivates them every day. They got a plaque of Employee of the Month. They get incentives. Their Chick-fil-A boss says, hey, man, good weekend. Did you have a good Sunday off? Cool. You did a great job this week, man. You helped move the crowd. Good job. They're happy. And therefore, those lines move. They provide great customer service because they're happy. Now, Hardee's, look in the window. What did you see?
Like 2 workers.
You what?
Workers. It was only like 2 workers.
Yeah, right, because they're like, well, we got a customer today. The last time I went to Hardee's, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I guess. I don't know why.
I've never been on
Yeah. I looked in the window. There's no smile. They throw the bag at you. Chick-fil-A, everything's packed like a puzzle. It fits. The fries literally fit. Hardee's, it slides out the wrapper. You got mustard and ketchup on the inside of the bag. They never have the straw. And they tell you to pull up. Wait, but no one's here. That's management. They don't care. They don't care. Unlike Chick-fil-A. Yes?
Have you read the book about Chick-fil-A?
No, but I've had 3 managers come to my class. And go ahead.
I can't think of the name. I have it at home if anyone wants to read it. But it's really good. It's really short. It's like 100 pages, and it talks about, it's the director of talent and development,
Yeah.
and they talk about how they really get that buy-in where all of the people at Chick-fil-A, have a portion of, the store that they're in charge of, and it rotates, so, you get that like hearts and minds and then hands and feet kind of thing.
Yeah,
so.
you got Chick-fil-A in your resume. You got a lot of gold on that resume.
I want it.
I'll bring it in next week for sure. I have it.
Now, if you interview at Chick-fil-A, be prepared for an interview out in RTP. That's tough. Brutal. They interview a lot. And they're looking for people who they can tell are going to be good on the job. They know how to do it. We're going to talk about that too. I am really good at identifying talent now, but it took a long time because I used to hire anybody. It took me a long time to learn how to hire the right people. It took me a long time to learn body language. I speak body language. I can tell who's BSing me and who isn't. By micro expressions, the way you face, the way you shake hands, the way you look down, what you put in front of you when I ask you a question. That's a good way to interview. So that's management leadership. That's what we're going to start with. Yes?
Yeah, I was gonna say I guess it's like, honestly, I would say he's a leader. So I work for like, I work for it's like an apartment trash company. It's called Valet Living. And I, yeah, bring the trash out every night, like for 5 nights. But I mean, yeah, I really he's somebody like, he like always like, I feel like I have a lot of energy and like things like, he's like,
Now, he's your boss,
Leader, like, not manager, but a leader.
but you had mentioned earlier that you two hang out.
Not outside, but like, so like he's a district manager.
Right, but he's above you.
He's above me, yeah.
And are you guys what I call buddy-buddy?
Not necessarily now, but like, we do like, I guess we do like talk, like, you do like talk a lot, like, I guess, compared to like, compared to like my other experiences.
Okay. That brings me to this topic. Is it okay to be buddy-buddy at work with your boss?
Nope.
Yes.
I think, I think it is, I think that if you have a good relationship with your boss, it could, it could possibly even motivate you, but I think it's a good thing to have. Because, I mean, let's just say that you have a problem at work, you know, your boss is,
Okay.
you know, gonna be more.
I get it.
Okay.
I think there's a proper line. I mean, I network a lot outside of work, so there's like business dinners. I ask my boss to go out to drinks with me, and that's how we kind of connect on a more personal level, and you
Sure.
can kind of see like,
What kind of drinks?
I mean, we do alcoholic drinks, but I limit myself to 2. After that, it's water with a lime
Male or
on top.
female boss?
It's a male boss, but it's in a group setting.
Group setting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why not one-on-one?
Well, especially, so like I work directly for the executives, so there's been like experiences that have happened
Yeah,
with
right.
other folks.
Absolutely.
So it's a rather safe than sorry kind of
That's
thing.
right. But you had, so let me give you an example. You all work for me. You're sales reps. I put out a contest. This is not really buddy-buddy, we'll get back to that, but kind of. And you won. And at first, a month earlier, I said, whoever wins with the most sales gets a $1,000 bonus check, and I take you out to Angus Park. Motivate you, tell you what a great job you did. You want to be a manager someday? What's wrong with that? Is that okay? Come on.
If you won, so you just take them out?
Yeah, to Angus Park.
I think that's fine.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Don't motivate.
I think so.
Anybody think it's not okay? Okay?
Not really, but I mean, like, part of management is like building relationships with your
True.
employees.
Now, the next month you laid down and didn't do anything. And you won. Same contest. $1,000 check, dinner at Angus Barn, be motivated. Is that okay?
I think it's okay.
You're all right with
I think it's fair.
that? Fair? Why are you looking down when you're saying that? You don't feel real comfortable saying that, but you are saying that. I get it.
I'm just not good with eye contact.
Okay? Is that okay?
I think so.
Is that okay? Anybody think that's not okay? Okay? You and I go to Angus Farm, and I order, I don't know, 2 or 3 beers, maybe wine. What happens at dinner when people have beers and wines on a business one-on-one? Get what?
Chatty?
Chatty, loose lips. Now, I might say something like, an awesome job that you've been doing, really incredible. What you think of the new hire? Pretty hot. Now, is there a situation where he might be able to use that against me down the road?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when he's about to be fired for not hitting his quota. Or he goes back and tells his buddies, God, the boss was, oh man, he's after her. Jeez. You and I go out, dinner, Angus Barn, $1,000 check. I'm drinking some beers, whatever. I compliment your shirt. Let's say it's real legit too. drinking. Might you use that against me as a boss?
Yes. A compliment?
A compliment.
I don't understand how
Okay.
that would use the
You haven't,
Could
Yeah,
exaggerate
it happens.
you know, you're just out of high school. You'll learn, you'll learn. Sexual harassment. What is sexual harassment, by the way?
A whole lot of things.
Well, let's just, let's summarize it. It's real simple.
Unwanted advances.
Making somebody uncomfortable. That's all it is. Now, there's examples of it, but making someone uncomfortable about anything. That's what it comes down to. So, I have a lot of experience with this with sales reps. There's lots of examples, okay? Jokes in the office, asking the opposite sex out on dates, following them to the car, texting, asking them out, touching, whatever. What's the number one example of sexual harassment in the workplace, you think? You probably know.
Actually, don't know.
No? What's the number one example?
Accidentally bumping in.
Accidentally bumping in.
Yeah.
Really?
I've had it, yeah, accidentally. Yeah, sure. that.
Kinda. Anybody know the number one cause for someone to talk to the boss? It's the stare. It's the look. We don't even know we're doing it, guys. It's our fault, by the way. It's 95% our fault. You're agreeing, I know. I got some news for you, guys. This might be hard to digest, okay? But it's accurate. Just because a woman smiles at you in the office and is nice, doesn't mean she likes you. They're just doing their job, they're being nice. Now, on the other side, right, they know we might like them. We're built different. Let's be honest about it. We are built differently. We are the cause of the Me Too movement. Everybody know what the Me Too movement is?
No.
I know of it, though.
Men are getting fired like every night from big time positions because of what they say, do. That's inappropriate in the office. I guess we'll have to spend more time on this subject because it is getting a lot of people fired. The stare, for example, that's a nice jacket. Does that make you feel uncomfortable?
No.
Good.
That's it. That's it. It's instant.
It's a difference. We don't even know what we're doing. We have to counsel those people, not fire them. Educate them about the stare. I've told a lot of people that work for me, dude, she's creeped out, man. You walk by the cube with that look, it scares me. Stop it. You're a nice guy, they love you, but I mean, they don't want to come in the morning. You're creepy. And they're fixed. They fix them. The dirty jokes, the tag, at the water cooler, all that other stuff. I'll give them a warning, because I don't want you leaving, because we can't control our jokes. Now, it's not 100% men to women that are causing trouble now. Used to be. It's maybe 90-10. That's one of the issues of HR, which is a big topic of this course. How do we fix employees? Sexual harassment is a big problem in the workplace. It is not a dating field. It is not an opportunity to pick out your spouse and date. Most companies have policies in place. Not all, but never your boss and the subordinate. Because people get jealous and they gossip. True? Or did they stop gossiping at work? I don't know, I've been out. They gossip. I helped a male move, one of the guys that worked for me, on the weekend in Minneapolis. Tom, he asked me to help him move. I was new to management. I helped him move for 2 days. He comes in the office Monday morning going, oh, I'm sore. And another rep, Dave Germain, goes, what's going on? Golfing or something? He goes, no, man, Myers and I were moving. Moving what? my furniture?
Who?
Yeah, he goes, who? The boss? He helped you move for 2 days? I don't wonder if he's giving you leads. I don't think he'd help me move.
I thought moving furniture could also be taken like a different way, too. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at catching stuff, but you got me on that one. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh.
Tell me later. I'm curious. Okay? Yeah, I missed it. People get jealous. Favoritism. And when you're buddy-buddy with someone in the office, you may not see it, but everyone else does. And that can ruin your opportunity to lead people and make money and be productive. What's another example of a problem that employees, that we cause in the workplace, other than sexual harassment, that we're gonna work on and how you fix these people? I'm gonna show you every way.
Favoritism?
Yeah, favoritism, okay. You shouldn't, that's hard to, who said that? You shouldn't, but if you're my top sales rep and you don't do anything, I like you more. It's hard to not be favored, to not show favoritism. That's a tough one. You shouldn't do it, but it's really impossible not to devoted employees. We're not all the same in terms of work ethic. You kidding me? We are not all the same when it comes to work ethic. We're all the same as people. We all have red blood. We're all the same. We deserve the same opportunity. But when it comes to work, we ain't all the same. That 20-80 rule, 20% of people do 80% of the work. It's hard for me. But you should try to be fair even between the slugs and the superstars. What's another example? God, it's already 5:30, 6:30.
Like you were saying, the people that come into work just for a paycheck, that you're like,
Okay, what do? We gotta motivate.
you gotta motivate them.
What's an example of motivating people, other than pay?
Bonuses.
Give me an example. What's free? How would you motivate? I got 50 employees. How do I touch them every day? Not physically. Yes?
I'm throwing this idea out there, speeches.
Huh?
Speeches.
Speeches? Yeah.
Like a motivational speech.
Motivational speech. I'm not saying I need to be I used to have to jump up and down, be a cheerleader, and I got tired of that. But being up and being inspiring and saying, you all can be number one in this market. It's just gonna take 5 more calls each every night. And your paychecks are gonna increase by like $1,000 a month. You all have the capability, but sometimes you guys get lazy. I mean, you could do a speech like that. That's motivating. Yeah, good. What's another one?
Incentives.
Bonuses.
Incentives.
Employee parking of the month, a plaque in the office, your picture goes up, employee of the month, gift certificates to Outback Steakhouse, time off. If we hit our numbers by Friday, I don't care if it's 10 in the morning, I'm closing the office down, let's go golfing, let's go bowling. We used to do that. Or you get Friday off, that's big. Stocking the refrigerator full of Coke and Pepsi for people to enjoy the afternoon who worked hard, okay? I may have done that before. I'm not saying that's probably the best to do today with beer and alcohol. What's another way to motivate?
I think I was gonna say, coming to your workplace every day with energy.
Yeah, right, being energetic. What's an easier way than even that?
Praise them.
Yeah, amen. Pooh, what a job you did last week with that customer. I wish everybody could do that. Could you show them at our next meeting what you do? Because it's like magic. What's another way? How about a Post-it note on someone's chair? Great job. How about sending a card home with a stamp on it? Great job. I know you worked hard. I know it's been tough, but you are awesome. We never throw those away, by the way. They pin them up on the refrigerator. They never throw that stuff away. an email, a good morning handshake, great job, fist pump during COVID. Every day. That's what leaders do, managers don't. What's another thing, what's a problem that we have to deal with? What's another HR thing like sexual harassment that we're gonna have to work on together?
Gossip?
Yeah, gossip. It's everywhere. It destroys careers. You have to know how to fix it. You have to, a manager, let's say you have been gossiping. Aren't you glad you sat in the front? You're not, are you? You're okay?
Yeah.
All right. Let's say a manager, I found out you were gossiping. What's your name?
Julio?
Leo?
Julio.
Julio. This is how a Theory X manager would handle that. Julio, glad you came in. Any idea why I called you in? Well, you should, because I got some disturbing information again that you've been talking about our new hire again, and that's unacceptable. I've told you before that if it happened again, you're gonna be gone. So if I get a whiff whatsoever that this is true, you and I are gonna sit down at 4:30 and you'll be out of here at 5. You understand me? I did a lot of those my first 5 years. That's all we were taught. Theory Y would be like this. Julio, glad you came in. Any idea why I called you in? No idea? Okay. Can you tell me what happened yesterday afternoon with the new hire in the hallway while I was out? Did anything strange happen? No? Okay. Well, here's why I called you. Tom felt bullied by you and had told me that you were telling everybody about his lack of selling last week and he's new. And that's kind of not helpful to him and us. Do you kind of see where I'm coming from? It hurts me that you would do that. So I need you, please, everybody looks up to you. You don't need to be spreading rumors around, okay? And that's one thing I don't put up with. We have to have a positive culture. Are we cool with that? That's why I called you in. We're good?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. Did it feel different?
Yeah.
No, I couldn't motivate you on your way out and tell you how great you are and blah, 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 but I'm upset. But that's what leaders do. And we're gonna work on those type of things. What's another HR issue?
It's not an HR issue, but I wanted to bring it up, sorry. When you were doing Theory X, it like brought up my flight response, like PTSD from like previous jobs that I've had in that scenario. It was
Yeah.
like, it made my heart race.
Yeah. We all have those experiences, or we will have them. Everybody does, just to one extent. What's another example of an HR situation? Problematic employee, sexual harassment. How about someone who comes in late all the time? How about someone who calls in sick all the time? What's another one?
I was gonna say
Oh.
that, call us sick all the time.
Yeah, right. I don't want to fire you, but I want to fix you, but I can't have this. Because calling in sick all the time or coming in late is stealing. Theft. ABC News did a documentary and a survey 2 years ago. What percentage of employees steal at work? Take a guess.
What percentage?
What percentage of employees steal?
Probably 80%.
95.
95.
Now that doesn't mean markers and pens and food.
Time.
Time. No, it ain't all time. There's a lot of stuff going out the back door and going home. At North Campus, if I put a Coke in the refrigerator, it's gone. I could put a Post-it note on that Coke saying, leave your paws off. It's still gone. Take everything. How do we stop it? Well, motivated employees, happy employees steal less. Chick-fil-A steals a lot less time than Hardee's people. So theft is another one. What's another one? Big one, bullying. I thought bullying stopped in high school, grade school. How bad is it out there on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? 10. Bullying people, gossiping, texting, alienating people. And that causes issues. If you're not up on this stuff, you'll lose a lot of people. You'll have people coming in later and later. You'll have people quitting. And you'll have potential workplace violence. Happens all the time. Unhappy employees snap. And bullies are all over the place, especially when you're not in the office. When you're on a business trip, you're coming a little late. Now, we're not pinning people up against the locker and maybe body slamming them in the hallway, okay, or putting them down on our knee and all the stuff we did. I was bullied and I was the bully. But we're gossiping about the one new employee in the office. We're not inviting you to lunch, but all of us are going. Okay? We're intimidating other people. I had a sales rep, top guy in the office, Tom, that came up to a new hire and said, "You've been here a month. There's no way you're selling all this. Who's giving you leads? This is bullshit." Walked away all pissed off. How do you think the new employee felt? Yeah, Tom just robbed him. He stopped his motivation, scared him, because Tom doesn't want to look bad. He came in and worked his butt off. Intimidation, bullying. Goes on all the time. Yes?
Can't bullying motivate you in a way? Like being.
I see what you're saying. Hold on. Let's break what you're saying down. Can't bullying motivate who?
Well, being bullied, can't that motivate you?
Yes. If you're very competitive and you want to prove somebody wrong, yes, but more often than not, like 9 out of 10 times, the person is going to quit, or he's going to sue, or he's going to come back for the employee or the owner. But yeah, you're right. Proving people wrong is a big motivation of mine. But that doesn't really happen, what I've seen. I don't know everything, but what I've seen is people go the wrong way. And I don't know how many this year, but in 2018, you had 1,100 homicides at work. Guns, shot. That doesn't count stabbing and people beat up. I don't know what that number is. Could be in the tens of thousands. Any other issues? There's one big one that really gets under my skin. That's hard to fix sometimes. Anybody guess?
Is it relationships?
You mean between employees?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have to get involved, especially when you have in the handbook, there's no dating. I'm done with that, yeah. Big one, that's big, but not as big as this next one.
This might be similar to like what was said before, but I was gonna say verbal assault.
Verbal assault? No. Verbal assault, yeah, I don't. People talking back at you? Insubordination? Could be. Any other guesses?
Productivity.
Well, that's a training issue,
Okay.
and a motivation issue and a coaching issue. You gotta deal with that.
Is that using phone at work a lot?
Okay, distractions, that's huge, not what I was thinking about. How do we get people off their frickin' phones at work? How do we get them off the Best Buy website at work? How do we get them off CNN or Fox? How do we get them off of YouTube? Well, I'll do a demonstration. We'll have a little conversation. I'm not gonna let you go, but I am gonna talk to you. And I am gonna look back at your performance, and I am gonna talk about what the picture looks like if you don't improve while looking at YouTube. Bad attitudes. That's what I'm looking for. People who I've hired with a bad attitude. They make me sick. I'm talking to people that, you know, they win the lottery and they complain about taxes. I'm talking about people who Monday morning, it's rainy and they're like, oh, God, I hate the rain. People that it's sunny, my lawn is all burnt out, I need rain. This place sucks. Out with the cancer people, talking trash about the company and the boss. Talking to the new hire, saying, how long you been here? How long you been here? Let's pretend 3 days at the company. You just started? Cool. Where'd you move from? So 3 days. Or 2 years ago. Rumor people, gossip people. Why do we complain? We look for attention. That's it. I have to fix those people all the time in the business world. And I do. Not all of them, most. Have a little discussion with them. We're going to do that in role play. Because if you don't fix them, what happens? Do they get better? They destroy the company. They destroy your business, by the way. They make people leave. They make people come in late. People just don't want to, people don't want to be around people like that, that are the positive people. Negative people kind of do. How do you fix negative people, by the way? At work. Bad attitude people. And by the way, what do bad attitude people, what do they do to you ultimately?
Make you have a bad attitude.
Make you what?
You feed off of them.
Well, they could turn you around to you become a complainer. That's bad. What's even worse than that?
It's like the rotten apples,
Yeah, right.
syndrome.
It's even worse than that. What do they do? Bad attitude people. Complainers. What do they do to you? Could make you quit. What's even worse than that?
Turn just like that.
If you're in sales, they make you make less money. What's worse than that? Make you depressed. What's worse than that? They kill you. Stress, high blood pressure, kills you earlier. They're killing you. You've heard the term, dude, you're killing me? You better fix them or get them out. Quick. Because they'll infect the rotten apple syndrome, your organization, like a wildfire, like out in California. It goes quick. So how do you do that, though? Maybe it's a peer-to-peer. How? We work together. How would you fix me? I'm a complainer. What would you say to me if you didn't like me complaining all the time? What would you say to me?
Like, it's not that bad.
It is, man. Have you seen how he treats me?
I mean, it could be worse.
How?
You could not have a job.
Well, dude, you're always, come on, man.
No?
Oh, that was good trying. Here's how I would say it. What's your name?
Brian.
Brian. Hey, Brian, I like working with you, but lately you make me want to kill myself. Seriously. I don't want to come in. You make me sick. I don't know what it is with you. Fix it at home, but I'm tired of it. Stay away from me, please.
Okay.
You got to do that. I consult for small companies and medium, and they ask, how do you fix the bad attitude people between employees? I show them that deal. That's all you got to do. They'll wake up. They'll go, my God.
That would hurt. If that
It would hurt.
Yeah, that would
That's
hurt.
what you're supposed to do. Pain fixes things. Oh, Jeff, but it's my family. It's my wife. Divorce her. Hold on. Life's too short for this. You get to be my age. You look back at people you gave a day to. You're going to kill yourself thinking about it. Why would I listen to this for years? Are you kidding me? Life goes like this. You got to get to a new crowd. We've all been in those circles. I've seen them. I've managed them. I was scared of them because they ruined our production. I was scared of those little circuits of unhappy, complaining, bad attitude people. You've all been in them. You've seen them. You may have been part of them. Knock it off. When you're a boss, you will remember what I just said. It's probably the most dangerous thing you'll have to look out for. As a boss or a manager, you have to know how to fire people too. You have to know how to let them go. I didn't know how to do it when I became a manager. I thought my MBA would teach me how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. So in 1998, my boss, John, flew up from Chicago and he said, I don't want Sabrina to come to the Christmas party. She's not hitting quota. I don't want to see her at the Christmas party. I had 30 reps. So I put a Post-it note on her chair. It's a C. She had 2 kids, 25 years old. I really liked the way she just couldn't sell, but she was working on it. And John assumed I knew how to fire someone. She put her face around the corner and said, you want to see me, Jeff? And before I said anything, as I was shaking, she said, I'll bring chocolate chip cookies. Because she didn't answer 3 days prior what to bring to the Christmas party. So she owed me that answer. She said, I'll bring the chocolate chip cookies. What do you think I said?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
That's what I said. So at the Christmas party, John flies up, suit and tie. We're at a nice steakhouse downtown. And I wanted to hear, man, Merry Christmas, good job, things are going good. What I heard was a guy that shook my hand, bent down into my ear and said, why in the F is she still here? So off to Dallas, Jeff went for a 4-day seminar on how to fire people. He should have fired me, but I had a mentor. I was lucky because my college didn't prepare me for the skills. The 3 companies and working with a mentor sure did. Most of you won't have mentors. I got lucky. I didn't have this class in college either, I can tell you. Any questions, comments? 2 tabs you need to worry about for next Sunday, or this upcoming Sunday. One is lessons tab. There's 4 questions and another question. It's a video to watch and summarize. Under the lessons tab, you'll submit it by Sunday night. And then collaboration tab. That's where the discussion posts happen. You'll answer the question. You do not need to comment with anybody else unless you want to. That's it for this week. Don't worry about any online access code. You go under Getting Started tab. I think I put this in the instructions to find your text. You can start reading it if you want. You don't have to. 2 tabs, lessons, collaboration. Submit the homework by midnight on 10/24. If you have questions after today, call me, email me, we'll talk. Any questions? Later. Yeah, 4 century. You're done. Doesn't matter if you score 10. If you've opened it, you register, you're done. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Good. Well, you'll get something out of it. Well, remind me, we'll talk more about that, because that's a touchy one. And I've done both.
Me too.
We all have, yes.
I was supposed to be in the I wasn't on the roster.
Okay, so you need to call registration. Did you take the CEQ quiz?
Yeah.
You did? Did you get an email from them for non-payment possible?
Okay.
Okay, so you have registered, when you register, you need to call them and you need to email me tonight and I'll follow up as well on why I'll send it to, you need to email me. We talked in class, I've been dropped for some reason.
I didn't know.
Well, I don't know, you're not in Blackboard.
Really? Weird. I have access. That's so strange.
Well, then why are we talking?
But you told me I wasn't, yeah, I have my name on the thing when you were talking.
Oh, I got you mixed up with someone else. That's
Oh.
my bad.
I was like, what?
I thought you didn't, I thought you were dropped. Yes.
I just want, I mean, our final is definitely gonna be like the last day or like
Yeah.
before then, so.
Last day.
Right, okay, so the 15th,
I don't know the date.
the 15th,
Is it?
yes,
Okay.
of December.
The Tuesday,
Uh,
probably.
I don't know,
Well,
I just know that's like the end of the semester.
Yeah, the last end of the semester, the last Tuesday before we get to leave, so it sounds right, the 15th. Why?
Because, I'm probably going to Guatemala.
Okay, I just got back from Guatemala.
Really?
Yeah, I was there
That's
for
good.
5 days over the summer. Love it.
Yeah.
Guatemala City and Antigua.
Yeah.
Incredible,
That's where my family's at.
really.
That's where my mom's
I
from.
walked to the volcano Fuego.
Really?
And-
Yeah, those are scary. I'm like, why is
Yeah,
the
mine-
volcano on?
On.
And
And
why
I'm
is
like-
my shoes burnt? Because the lava was smoking. I got all the
Really?
videos, yeah, it was crazy.
Oh.
It was hot lava, not red, but smoking, and I'm walking on it with a tour guide going, okay, the plastic's now coming off my shoes. And what happens if this thing blows again? He says, well, we'll die.
Well, so,
Yeah.
I mean, at least you'll be instant, so that'd be nice.
Instant, yeah. And then he told me about what happened a couple years ago with 600 people from the same volcano that died.
Just 6 years ago.
No, 3 years ago.
Wow.
Picao and Fuego, I think it was Picao that blew up with all the tourists. Out of nowhere, gone.
Mm.
I was like, great. So when is lunch and when are we getting the tour bus back? So I said, okay, so you must okay, so you need to send me an email saying, am I on the roster list now?
Okay.
Tonight.
Tonight.
And so you should be good.
Okay, sweet.